What do you call your parts? Innie, front hole, dicklet, T-penis.
Strapless.
What is a T-penis? No one needs you to do this, but this is from the New York Post. Californian doctor proposes renaming genitals, penises as outies and clitorises as dicklets. What the fuck, lady? You are a doctor. You are a health professional and you want someone to call something a dicklet. Babe, let me suck on your dicklet. What a weird thing to fucking... And I know clitori. I know they come in all shapes, sizes, ethnicities, strengths. They come in different, tenderness, it's like a steak, marble scores. I know it comes in all different sizes and shapes and all that shit, but there is no clitoris out there that should look like a dick. And I understand that some ladies are on testosterone, particularly if they're in the gym and they're getting huge and heavy and they're heavy breathing in between fucking deep squats of 300 kilos. And I know they've got little cocks. They've got little clitoris cocks, and I understand that, and that's fine. That's okay by me. I mean, not that it should matter, but it's okay by me. And I understand you exist, but there is no woman out there who wants a dicklet. It's too close to a Diglett for starters, the Pokemon. But it's too close to a cock. Why would you want a cock? I've been having this argument in my head the last couple of weeks. You know when you say people it's bad to say to young boys, children, that, don't be a girl. Don't be a girl. I understand where you're coming from. But you also wouldn't want to say to a young... It's an insult, right? To say to a young boy that you're a girl. Right? That's what it would be. You'd be insulting the person because they're not living up to your expectation of them. But in the same vein, if you were a young girl and I said to you, "Oh, don't be such a boy," you'd be like, "Fuck off, man." It's the same for straight and gay people. If you're being a straight dude walking around doing something gay, and I say, "Oh, don't be gay," you'd be like, "Oh, bugger off, I'm not being gay." And then if you're a gay dude and you're doing something heaps straight, and I go, "Oh, you're so straight," you'd be like, "Oh, fuck off, I'm not straight." It makes complete sense. Anyway, dicklets, diglets, and let's read this fucking article. Californian pediatrician. Oh, God, why does she have to be a pediatrician? That means working with children if you're a fucking idiot.
Lovely.
Lana Shearer is purportedly calling for penises to be renamed as outies and vaginas to be coined as innies. What happened to the dicklets? In a bid to make medical terminology more inclusive. Outies and illies. Well, what do we rename fucking belly buttons? Cocks and Shearer, a Palo Alto Medical Foundation Shutter health physician, Jesus, reportedly recommended the more gender-neutral language while presenting at the American Academy of Pediatrics National Convention and Exhibition last weekend, according to the presentation slides obtained by Manhattan Institute fellow Lepore Sapir and posted on X. Also suggested that clitorises be coined dicklets. So what is the point in this? What are you trying to do? She further proposed that words like junk and
front holes.
Hang on. Let me get to the front holes. How do you say that in a sexy way? Baby, show us your front hole.
Show us your front hole.
Show us your front hole. She further proposed that words like junk and bits as alternatives to masculine parts and chesticles for breasts, which she described as feminine parts. Vaginas could also be renamed as front holes, according to the progressive practitioner. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are a lady and you spread your front flap holes on your front hole and you say, "Check out my front hole," fuck off. That's an outrage is what that is. That's what's wrong with this generation. That's why we're going to World War III and we're all fucked.
Oh, here we go.
Gender diverse youth. What do you call your parts? Innie, front hole, dick or dicklet, clitoris. Why would you call your clitoris a dick? T-penis?
Strapless.
What is a T-penis? Is that like T-Pain? Has T-Pain got a T? Is that Mr. T's cock? You've got Mr. Imagine that. Imagine if you've got a big black dick and you're as white as me. That would be fantastic. Strapless, junk, outie, masculine. I don't know, K-Dog.
I'm happy with front hole, to be honest. I'm going to switch that from now on.
While sex is a sign of birth pertains to the male, female, or intersex or reproductive organs, gender refers to the social construct of a man or woman. Yeah, my problem with the whole idea of there being a difference between sex and gender is that we use those terms interchangeably and people don't really need to have a buffer between them. Like they use them to basically explain the exact same thing. And I think that's where people get confused with that. And you can say that gender is all to do with social constructs, but people are still going to say, no, it's fucking your sex is your sex. You and I know the whole assigned at birth thing is a big thing now for people to talk about, but just fucking kids are going to be whatever they want to be. Leave them the fuck alone. It's pretty fucking simple. It's pretty simple. Yeah. Just let them be kids. And this comes off the back of the whole gender neutral names with parents, like birthing parent, birthing partner. There was something that I tweeted it last night. It was something to do with, it said women and other birthing people. I was like, who are these other people? Do they live in the drains? Like, what? Who are these others? It's so unnecessary. However, Shearer's recommendations for naming conventions of reproductive organs have ruffled the feathers of a few doctors, like fucking me, who told the Daily Mail that physicians don't need to sound cool. They can still respectfully use clinical anatomical. Well, but that's the thing. If you walk into a doctor's office and if you're a trans person and you've got a penis, you can still call it a penis. That's fine. You can still be trans. You can still be a woman, all that type of stuff, but you've still got a dicklet. Instead, she suggested asking patients questions like, "Are you sexually active, or have you had intercourse with someone with a penis?" What's that got to do with it?
Yeah,
Where am I? She's a pediatrician. These are questions not for your line of work, lady. The fuck? Jesus Christ. Honestly. Kids might giggle or snicker. Kids should spew at this. So, yeah, the whole thing with the dicklets and the diglets, this is coming from universities. People are, they're coming out of universities and colleges. They're coming out with really progressive ideas, and this is where progressivism sort of really lives, is in liberal, in America, liberal colleges, in Australia, left-wing, universities and whatnot. And it's just an echo chamber of crazy people who don't want to get a job. And they go, I don't want to get a job just yet. I want to get in a massive amount of debt, and then I'll go get a job, and then I'll complain about it for the rest of my life. You know what you're doing, idiot. And you may know my thoughts on universities. I think it's a massive waste of time unless you are becoming a doctor. Then yeah, you probably should do that. But yeah, these progressive worlds, they collide, and the ideas, they never change, and they continue, and they just don't become different people. They don't become better people. They don't change. They will not accept different ideas, and I think that's dangerous. I think that's shit. Don't fucking do it, ladies and gentlemen. Is there anything else in this article we haven't covered? Frontals, dicklets. Why didn't they just have that as the fucking title? Frontals and dicklets, the next step for your children.
The traffic they would have pulled.
Yeah, well, but this is the big, and thank you for bringing this up, Kolob. You as a newspaper article writer, or they used to be known as journalists, so I wouldn't call them that anymore. If you write a headline and you write something to go up on your website, you want as much traffic going there as possible. So are you going to write a story about a local grandmother who's, done well, and she's fucking, she's remembered to shave her legs at the age of 96 and all that type of shit? No. You're going to write a story about some crazy doctor who wants to tell children that their front holes, that they've got front holes and dicklets, even if, mate, this is the thing. People want clickbait. You can say that people don't want clickbait all day, but that is what they are given. They're given it in normal media, mainstream media, legacy media, whatever you call it. It's on the internet, and I've seen it myself. I've seen it with videos that I post. If I don't have a clicky sort of thumbnail and a clicky fucking title, people don't click on it. I've seen it with views, right? So if I put up a video and I say, what was the title of this article here? It was about dicklets and diglogs. California doctor proposes renaming genitals, penises outies, clitorises as dicklets.
Yeah, so you're going to read that and you'll be like, fuck, what?
Well, but here's the thing. If I wrote in a YouTube title, California doctor wants to rename genitals, not as many people will click on that as if I write California or crazy doctor, trans something else. They won't. Not as many people will click on it. So you have to, regrettably, you have to leave a little bit of your flair, your creative flair, and your fucking what's the word I'm looking for here? Not creative flair. Your dignity at the door when you are doing the YouTubes, and completely just say, okay, well, we want to get people in. We want views, and obviously I want views. That's why anyone does YouTube. Anyone else who says they're not doing it for views is lying to you, because that's how they make money.